What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Great day in the stock market today. Very nice day. Kind of counterintuitive because usually, when the Fed talks, everything goes timber, goes big connect. But hey, ain't complaining. But we'll get to that. What's up, Zach? What up, Joe? What up, Caster? Looks like we have a new member here. New community member. So thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you. As always.
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
And 1010. What's up, dude? What does drilling mean? It means it's going down. Like you drill in the ground and it goes down, and so no, it's bad. It means it's going down. Yeah, that's kind of more of an informal term. Maybe I should change the title later. But yeah, drilling means it's going down. But appreciate you for being here. Welcome to the community. Mad and glad I sat on my hands today. Yeah. Well, today would have been a good day to sit out for a rainbow bear because everything did go up pretty significantly. So, that's better than losing. That's better than being in the red, Joe. All right. So, today we're doing the show from Tendy Town. Yeah, everything in the green today. Major run today for the stock market. Very nice. Yeah, crazy volatile day, too, because I think at one point we were down, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check SPY real quick. But yeah, everyone was just waiting for this Fed meeting to happen. And then it did. And, usually when the Fed talks, when Jay Powell talks, that's not really a good thing. But today, we did have a rate hike. We'll get to this very shortly. Yeah, we did. It did go down a lot. And then during power hour at like 2:30 here, major bounce back, and it ran up and finished at a high. Yeah, so crazy price action here. What a day. So, hey, I ain't complaining. Congrats to everyone. And, yeah, 1010. Yeah, I saw you had those SPY puts. What were they called? I think they were puts. So, yeah, they were printing, and then, boom, power hour. And now I guess they're underwater. So, sorry about that, dude. But I don't think it was too bad. But, yeah, crazy price action today. Grab puts on NIO for gap fill play. All right, Zach. Well, we'll discuss NIO today. Yeah, I did see there was a gap fill. I'll just say be careful. Well, and we'll get to this later. But I'll just say be careful because China did come out and say, like, they're going to start pumping the economy now. So, the whole reason why all these Chinese stocks were down is because the country pretty much artificially manufactured that. And now I think they decided, okay, enough is enough. We're going to start pumping now. So, good chance it does fill the gap, but just be careful. Because if it's manipulated, then there's really not much you can do. But if they're puts, then, at least there's a max loss to that. But good luck to you, dude. We'll discuss NIO later on today. 4th, I believe. All right. So, yeah, got a great show for you guys today. Quite honestly, this may take a while. Well, longer than usual, I'll just say that. Because, well, today we're going to do our daily stock and crypto reviews, as always. And then we have 5 articles today. A lot of crypto articles. One about Ukraine. One about a hedge fund and Tether. One about Consensus, which we discussed a couple days ago. That's a Microsoft-backed crypto company there. Got some news about that. Got some news about Canada and crypto and their whole trucker, what's it called? Freedom truckers. Their whole, anti-vax thing going on there with the truckers. Got an update on that and crypto. And then finally, we'll talk about the Fed. What happened at the Fed today? I don't know why I'm lagging here so hard, but hopefully it fixes itself. And then today for the analysis, we'll be going over MULN, Mullen Automotive. I wasn't going to talk about MULN. Because because we've been discussing that like every single day for the past 3 weeks almost. So I thought, okay, maybe today we don't have to talk about it. There wasn't that much price action, but then it finishes up here, close to 10% up. So I'm like, all right, I guess we're talking about it again today. So we're going to do MULN. We're going to do HYMC, which we also been discussing for the past week. That one's pulling back. You know, the super meme ape stock now that AMC bought a stake in. And then we're going to do Alibaba and NIO. So Chinese stocks, major run here today. Yeah, so quite a bit of content to cover. And then we'll get to the Yolos. And there are pretty good Yolos today. A lot of lost coin, a lot of gain coin too. So there's a good amount to cover today. A lot of articles, a lot of TA to do, and a good amount of Yolos. So maybe we'll go 2 or 2.5 hours today. Should be a longer show than usual. So just warning you guys ahead of time. Chinese government is going to buy. They will hold up the Chinese market. Yeah, they're going to... Xi Jinping, Chinese president, is going to turn on the money printer now. Well, we'll get to that. All right. And... yeah, let's do it, guys. And before we begin, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. And I just wanted to say, guys, so we're up to, I think, like 684 subscribers last time I checked. So, you know, still going really strong here. Still getting a lot of subs every single day. So, appreciate all the support, continued support. We're growing at a faster than ever before. So, hopefully we can hit 1,000 soon. But couldn't do it without you guys. All right. And boom. Let me just check YouTube real quick. So we got 7 viewers and 8 likes. So a lot of people in here already. Thank you guys. And please smash the like button if you haven't yet. Alright. And I'm just going to take a quick drink. And we'll get started. Wow, I didn't even see Didi. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. So the Dow Jones up 1.55%. NASDAQ up 3.7%. Huge day for the NASDAQ. And the S&P 500 up 2.24%. Let's go. So major green day today. One of the better days of the year. This might actually be the best day. I'm not sure, but it's definitely one of the better days of the year. Which isn't saying that much because it's been straight big connect every single day. For the most part. But yeah, major day today. Very nice. So the VIX is down 11% today. Down 3.19 points. So VIX is at 26.64. Which, you know, still isn't great. But we were flirting with 40 for a while. So now we're in the mid-20s. Which is, we're getting somewhere. We're getting back to normal here. So, you know, hopefully it keeps going down. We get under 20. So we're not out of the woods just yet. But that's a very good sign. Very good to see. I don't think that they care since the U.S. money isn't cheap anymore with rates going up, in my opinion. I just think, personally, this is just, you know, not financial advice, but it seems like the bottom, even Kevin O'Leary called the bottom. So I do think we're close to the bottom for China, the Chinese stocks. Either we hit the bottom or close to the bottom. We'll see, though. But, you know, it already bled so hard, really. You know, it was about time. Had $81 Baba call, sold for $9.50, currently at $16.50, bought for $140. Would have been my first 1,000% play, but 600% ain't bad. Well, yeah, first of all, congrats 1010.
Whoa! Making so much money that they can probably have a real hard time counting it.
put this money in your savings account.
So yeah, not bad at all, dude. 600%. That is very good. So you really can't complain. I feel you do though. Yeah, 1000% would have been really nice. But 600%, massive gain there. So congrats to you. Well done. So, you know, really can't complain. VXX is still broken, but came closer to being in line. What's VXX at? Yeah, this is coming back down to earth. I would still say the VIX is broken too, but yeah, both are coming back down. Coming back down to where they're supposed to be. On the other side, Bitcoin is going nuts for some reason. Is it? I checked earlier. It was going up, but it wasn't like mooning or anything. That's a good thing though. We'll check that out in a second here. But last time I checked Bitcoin, which was a couple hours ago, it was up a couple percent, like 2% or something. It was over 40K. So not sure how it's doing right now, but we'll check it out in a second. That's good though. All right, let's run down the watch list here. And yeah, pretty much everything in the green. Everything in the green for the most part. Very nice. Let's go. 5% for now. Nice. All right, we'll check that out in a second. Getting me excited here. All right, so what do we got? So looks like at the top here is mostly Chinese stuff. Yeah, Didi. Wasn't Didi supposed to get delisted a long time ago? I don't know why it's still trading. But Didi's up 42% today. Massive gain. Baidu up 39%. Which is, not many people like Baidu. It's like everyone goes crazy for NIO, XPeng, Li Auto. Buffett likes Baidu. But yeah, Baidu, that's another car maker. That's up 39%. Alibaba, 37%, which we will discuss third today. Major gain there for Alibaba. Li Auto, 32%. XPeng, 29%, 30%. Skills is up 27%. I don't know why. That's a meme stock there. That's not Chinese. Didn't Kathy Wood sell her stake in that? Clown on Kathy. Got NIO, 26%. Very nice. Affirm is up 18%. Don't know why that's going up. That's up. Even Wish 17%. A lot of memes going up today. Robinhood, Workhorse, Moderna, Fubo, DraftKings, DoorDash, Beyond Meat, Roku, Square, everything up massively here. Even Bumble, Nikola. So growth going crazy here. Yeah, even Centro, Snapchat, those are up 10%. Coinbase up 10.6%. It's getting to the point where like Coinbase is kind of a meme stock now. Not exactly, but kind of it's trading like one. So yeah, it looks like crypto is doing really, really well. Riot is up 10%. Got Roblox, Ride, Palantir, more meme stocks. Uber, which is pretty much a meme stock now. Those are all about 10%. MULN. Wow, and it keeps going up. This is up 9.38% today. So yeah, this really came out of nowhere during Power Hour. It really wasn't up that much. It was up like 4%, and then it just mooned out of nowhere. So interesting. We'll discuss MULN first today. But yeah, that's still going. Clover, Virgin Galactic, MicroStrategy, Marathon. Yeah, a lot of memes, a lot of crypto going up here. BlackBerry. Meme index is up 7.48%. Nice. PayPal did really well. Yeah, NASDAQ went up a lot today, so tech did really well. PayPal, which is low-key a meme stock now. Everything's just a meme stock. 7.43%. A lot of travel up. Airlines, cruises, hotels. Looks like financials are doing pretty well, too. Schwab is up 7%. Pinterest, XCLA. Nvidia, 6.63%. Very nice. Tilray. So, yeah, cannabis is going up. JetBlue, IBKR, Morgan Stanley. Yeah, financials did really well today. But that seems like sounds about right because they've been getting wrecked because of this whole Russia thing. Facebook, 6%. Yeah, tech doing really well. Delta Airlines, Lyft, Oxygen, Norwegian, American Airlines. INDO is up 5.54%. Interesting, because for the most part, oil is going down. But this is like the one stock, the one oil stock that's trading inverse to everything else. But yeah, big day there. AMD 5.52%. AMC 5.18%. That was a pretty big day for AMC. GME 5%. Yeah, Tesla, big day there, almost 5%. SoFi, JP Morgan, everything is up. I'm just going to run down this. Yeah, Honda, Twitter, GM. So value, a lot of value is going up. Everything is up, growth and value. Netflix, Amazon, Toyota, Marriott, Discover, Google, Bank of America. Everything. Peloton, Paramount, Apple. Oh, CEI's up. It was down earlier, I think. Okay. Yeah, Visa, American Express, DWAC, Microsoft. Everything. Even MMAT, eBay, Pfizer. Yeah, pretty much everything. So, major day here on the green side. Especially for growth and tech. Did really, really well today. Got some big gains here. Awesome. IMPP was negative 25%, another 8% after hours. Glad JM got out of it. Yeah. I'm glad he did escape that. You know, at first I wanted to tell him to get out at like 4 something probably. But, you know, it's not financial advice. I didn't want him to cut and then it goes back up. But, yeah, that's one of the oil stocks. That's the number one loser here on my watch list. So that's going straight BitConnect. So, yeah. New member in the community joined a couple days ago. I don't think he's ever been in the live show. But, yeah, glad he got out of there. I've been on my game for the past month now, but I'm confused on what the markets want to do. Yeah, pretty weird. You know, well, we'll get to the Fed, but, you know, usually when the Fed talks, that's not a good thing. When Jay Powell talks, when he opens his mouth, usually stocks sell off. So now we get the complete opposite. And interest rate hikes are supposed to be, you know, not really bullish. But and he's like, okay, we're gonna hike 6 times this year, and then everyone's like, all right, bye. I don't know. It is pretty confusing. But yeah, you did the right thing today, Joe. Sitting out. Well, on the bear side, I guess, you know, it would have been a good day to be a bull. Of course, I grabbed an IMPP call today. Did you catch the bottom, or are you underwater right now, 10-10? Yeah, that's pretty high risk, high reward play. That could pay off if this jumps. But that's going straight BitConnect. Tough to tell. Lots of fake outs. Looking at the daily, SPY is just stuck in the 6% range, 420 to 440ish. Yeah, it's stuck in a channel right now. Every time it looks like it's about to hit 400 or break out to 400 or break down to 400, it just has a massive day and just recovers. But it doesn't want to, you know, break out of, like you said, 440 either. So market needs to make up its mind for sure. It's kind of selling the news in reverse. Yeah, that's a good way to think of it. Selling the rumor, buying the news. What is the market? Down 20%, but it was 20%. But it was 20% on IMPP, so it's only $20 call there. All right, so not that bad at all. You know, especially because he did so well on Alibaba. So house money. All right, let's check out the red side. Really not much on the red side here. IMPP, like we just said, down 25%, still pulling back. So it looks like oil is pretty much the only thing going down. IMPP, and then HYMC, which we'll discuss second today. You know, talked about it yesterday. Talked about it for a few days, actually. That was squeezing, and then I got an injection from AMC. I don't know why. Talked about it yesterday, said it's probably coming back down, and it's pulling back here. And then, wow, Lockheed Martin went down a lot. Interesting. Lockheed Martin went down 6% today. So, yeah, maybe just because, just speculation. But, you know, the whole Russia-Ukraine thing is becoming pretty normalized now. You know, at first there was oil and defense stocks were going up. But now it's coming back down to earth. Oil and defense. Yeah, Houston, American, another oil stock. That's down 4%. Express is down. I don't know why. And Walgreens, J&J, Dollar General, Oracle, Verizon, Exxon, Chevron, Walmart. But yeah, really not much in the red today. Pretty much oil. That's about it. And HYMC. So pretty hard to. So you know, hope you guys made a ton of money today. Pretty hard not to make money unless you're a rainbow bear. And yeah, this is massive day. Crazy day. Crazy volatility. But this is one of the better days for the year. All right, let's get on to some crypto. And Zach has me excited because he said crypto's going up. So let's check it out. Alright, so just check YouTube. We got 8 viewers and 8 likes. So please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. Appreciate it. Okay. So here's crypto. That's up 3.66% today. Nice. So pretty big day in crypto here. So let's start with some trending coins and biggest gainers. So Sheeb is number 1 trending. I don't really know why. But, you know, apes like Sheeb. That's up about 4%. And then Shiba Doge is number 2 trending. The hell is... Well, we've seen Shiba Doge, but it doesn't seem very legit. But that's up 4%. Yeah, so all the ape coins trending here. Shiba Doge and Elon's currency. Which has been trending the past couple of days as well. That's down 4.6%. But yeah, Shiba Doge, Elon's currency. Where is...
Hey, you're gonna lose all your money. That's a scam!
And then biggest gainer is Hydra Meta. 575%. No idea what that is, but educated guess here.
Hey, you're gonna lose all your money. That's a scam!
And we got Agoras Credit and OB Rock Token. So Agoras Credit, 400%. Don't know what that is. OB Rock Token, we've discussed that before. That's mooning today. And then what do we have here? Overmoon. Overmoon? Is that like another safe moon? Overmoon. Okay. Aperium and a rainbow token. No idea what those are, but sounds like a rug pull waiting to happen. Anyway, enough of that stuff. Let's get on to some legit crypto now. NETA on Bitcoin. This thing is just wild. I guess we can take a look at that real quick when we do before we do the TA for the show today. All right, so Bitcoin up 4.32%, over 41K now. Let's go. Ether up 5%, pushing 2,800. Binance up 3.66%, pushing 400. And we got an article about Tether coming up here. Yeah, but everything in the green. XRP, Cardano, Terra, Solana, Avalanche, Polkadot, Doge, Sheeb. See a lot of green and don't see any red. Chronos, Litecoin, everything up. Chainlink, big day. FTX, Bitcoin Cash. Ether Classic. The Sandbox had a major day. I saw an article that, I think it was HSBC. I think they bought some real estate in the Sandbox metaverse. So maybe that's why it's up so much today. Waves keeps on going up, 8.34%. Waves has been mooning. Wonder where Marvin is. Hasn't been here the past 2 days. Maybe he'll pop in later. So yeah, only thing down I see here is Thorchain. Let's sort this out. But yeah, everything in the green. Massive day for crypto. Yeah, literally everything in the green here. There's only 3 coins in the red. I guess we'll start on the red side first. But yeah, biggest loser is Thorchain, 6.21%, but that's some healthy pullback. That's up 38% for the week. And we got XDC, that's down 2%, and then eCash, pretty sideways. So, yeah, really the only thing down today is Thorchain. And that's just some healthy pullback in XDC. So, almost 100% of the coins, like 98% of the coins, 95% of the coins in the green today. So, huge day for crypto as well. Everything mooning. What up, Machete?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
MULN will just not quit. Yeah, I know, dude. It's pretty insane. We'll discuss that first today, again, because I guess we have to. Because it had major price action. I wasn't going to talk about it today, but, it out of nowhere, in the end, it was going up. So we'll do it again today. But yeah, I think you had the covered calls on those, right? So, and those are going to expire on Friday, I believe. I think you had covered calls. I'm not sure when they expire, but great play there. And yeah, dude. It just keeps going up. I will say, though, and we'll get to this soon, but it looks like the momentum is cooling off. I do expect a pullback, but in the moment, for right now, social media is still pushing it, but apes are gonna like this, but I do think it's gonna pull back a little bit. Not like crash, but I do think it's gonna pull back. But it's pretty funny because it's really volatile. Every time I say it's probably gonna go up, apes love it, and I say it's gonna pull back, and then apes go crazy. They really don't like that. But yeah, I'm used to it now. And they get really offended too. When I say, like yesterday, I said I got wrecked because it went down 10%, and then people weren't happy about that. I'm like, what? It did get wrecked, but anyway, I'm just rambling now. But yeah, we'll get to that. Still a crazy stock. Check Discord. All right, so you're up $700 here. Nice, dude. So mostly stock and gains on options. I think that's the covered calls, right? So awesome. Well done, well done. Congrats, man.
Put this money in your savings account.
And yeah, thanks for being here, dude. So please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. All right, on to the green side. So yeah, pretty much everything in the green, and a good amount of price action too. Looks like growth for the most part had the biggest gains though. Value went up too, but growth is really went up today. So biggest gainer here is Ev. I don't know how to say that, but 15%, almost 16%, and then Sandbox, Decred. Yeah, these growth coins, 1 inch, Mina, Arweave. So the biggest, well, Chainlink, that's the biggest value coin, I guess, 8%. And then Cosmos, and then Chronos. And then Near, but yeah, value did go up, but not as much as growth, but everything is up. ETH 5%, and then Bitcoin 4%. So yeah, value did go up, but growth really went up today. But hey, not complaining. Everything in the green here in crypto. Big day for crypto. We're not even gonna run down that, but yeah, there you have it, guys. Huge day in the stock market. Huge day in crypto. Attendees all around today. Let's go. What up, Jason Cropper? Think you're new here to the show, so welcome. Realistic target for MULN by the end of March. So in 2 weeks. Well, I don't really like to give price predictions, but if you want, you can stick around and we'll analyze this. I've been doing video every single day on this too, but quite honestly, dude, I don't think it's gonna like I don't think it's gonna squeeze or moon that much anymore. I think that's over with. The major price action. So it can keep running to the upside, but I don't really expect it to move too much. I would say between 150 and like $2 would probably be around where it should be. And yeah, we're gonna discuss this in a second. But you know, RSI is at 53 right now, so this current price is really around market value, fair market value right now. So longer term, it's definitely, you know, I think it's a good play. But in 2 weeks, I don't expect it to move that much. So I do think it will pull back down to 150 at some point, because there's a gap there. We'll get to that. But yeah, it can go to the upside as well. But I really don't expect it to have that much price action, that much volatility anymore. It looks like the momentum is cooling off. Volume's going down and stuff. So I would say on the high end, like maybe around $2 to maybe a little more than that. But I don't expect it to like squeeze or moon anymore. I think that's over with. So that's the short answer. But if you want, you can stick around after the articles, which we'll do right now. We'll discuss MULN. We'll do a full analysis. But yeah, dude, you can stick around for that. Come back for the playback, or I've done a lot of videos as well the past couple of weeks. But that's the short answer to your question. But thanks for being here, dude. All right, guys. Let's get to some articles now. Give me a second. Let's pull it up. All right, gotta let that finish loading. All right, let me check YouTube while this is loading. All right, looks like 8 viewers and 11 likes now, so thank you guys. Appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please smash the like button. Also, Vion made some moves today. If the war chills out, it'll spike. Okay, we can check on Vion after the articles. We'll do Bitcoin and Vion real quick. Look at those real quick. All right, guys. So today we got 5 articles. One about Ukraine. A lot of crypto articles. One about Ukraine. One about a hedge fund and Tether. One about consensus. And one about Canada. And then we'll talk about the Fed. They're in ISP in the Russia-Ukraine servicing both countries. They can't be good for them right now. I don't know. I haven't seen the stock, but I would assume that they can't be good right now. But that makes sense. If things go back to normal, then it should start to run again. But we'll check it out very shortly here. All right, so first article. Ukraine signs virtual assets bill to legalize Bitcoin. President Zelensky has signed a bill that will allow for the creation of a legal framework for digital assets, the Ministry of Digital Transformation has announced. All right, so yeah, really bullish. I'm not sure what exactly this means, if it's going to be legal tender, But yeah, Ukraine very pro crypto now, and it makes sense because we're not gonna read this whole thing, but yeah, crypto donations to the war efforts have broken 100 million. So yeah, we've been covering this. In the beginning, it was like 5 million, then it went to like 15 million, and now I guess they have 100 million in crypto, that's a huge donation. So I'm actually pretty surprised that in the middle of everything they managed to get this through. You know, Zelensky has a lot of other stuff to worry about right now, but let's see. Yeah, so exchanges will be allowed to operate. I thought it already was allowed. I'm not sure, but I thought you could trade crypto already, but I guess not. And Ukrainian banks will also be able to open accounts for crypto firms. Yeah, so I'm not sure if it's legal tender or not, but looks like institutions and banks are able to operate in crypto now. Oh, I guess you couldn't. I guess it wasn't legal. Like you couldn't trade it in exchanges because now it's saying exchanges will get permits. Interesting. All right, so that's bullish. That's very bullish. Great for crypto. Just pretty interesting. Kind of sad how the way this played out. You know, this only happened because they're getting attacked. But this is bullish for crypto. So yeah, Ukraine leading the way in you know, they're one of the countries that really likes crypto along with El Salvador. So awesome. Bullish news there. All right, next one. Hedge fund shorts Tether expected to collapse in the next year. All right, so it says hedge fund Fear Tree Capital, which I've never heard of Fear Tree Capital. That's definitely not a major hedge fund. That's probably a smaller one. But yeah, they're shorting Tether and expects it to collapse in the next 12 months. First of all, what's up with all these hedge funds? All these companies naming their companies over trees, about trees. You know, there's Sequoia and now this, and even my own company. It's called Hyperion, which I drew inspiration from the tallest tree in the world. So I thought I was being cool, but apparently it's like a normal thing to name your company to inspire the name coming from trees and stuff. Anyway, so Tether, yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I would not be surprised if Tether does collapse in the next year. It seems like a Ponzi scheme, and this is just speculation, but it really does seem like a Ponzi scheme waiting to happen. They just keep printing more and more and more, and I'm not going to get totally into it, but they like change the rules where it doesn't have to be backed by anything, and they can just keep printing, so it's like essentially fake money. And I really don't see a downside to shorting Tether, because it's supposed to be pegged to $1, right? It's definitely not going above $1. So the only thing it can do is go below $1. So if you think about it, it's just kind of like holding a cash position, with no downside potential. I guess they have to pay like fees and stuff on it, shorting fees. But if you think about it, what's the downside in this? It's not going to go above $1, and the worst thing that can happen is it stays pegged to $1, and you don't lose anything. You come out break even. And if it does collapse, which I think there's a pretty decent chance it does, then you make a lot of money. So I'm not surprised about this position. But the more that I think about it, I'm like, this sounds pretty smart, to be honest. But yeah, a lot of people think Tether is not real, not sustainable. So this hedge fund here making a big bet shorting Tether down. So bearish for Tether. I'd never buy Tether. I'd stick to USDC or something. So interesting stuff. And I think if Tether does go down, that'll be pretty bearish for crypto. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, CoffeeZilla did a good video on Tether here. All right, next article. Consensus to buy more Ether. Revamp MetaMask with $450 million raise. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but in the past couple shows ago, we did talk about Consensus, which is a crypto company that's being backed by Microsoft and a lot of other big companies. Temasek Holdings, that's Singapore, and SoftBank. So some pretty big companies backing Consensus here. And now it's valued at $7 billion. So I'm not going to read this whole thing, but yeah, they really believe in Ether and MetaMask, and they're getting huge cash injections. So bullish for Ether and bullish for crypto overall. And yeah, we are starting to see everyone getting to crypto now. A lot of tech companies, a lot of institutional companies. Everyone's coming around to it now. Cool. So, more bullish news there. All right, next article. Canada has frozen and seized Bitcoin donations to Freedom Convoy. So we've also covered this before. So at first, Canada seized the actual bank accounts. They're doing everything to stop this movement. So the bank accounts got seized, frozen, and then they started doing stuff in crypto to get around the bank account seizures. And now it looks like Canada is seizing the Bitcoin. So Canada really doesn't like these Canadian truckers. Doesn't really matter anymore. I don't want to get the whole vaccine thing right now too controversial, but no one really cares anymore, do they? I mean, it's a thing in China still. They have another outbreak, but I think we're kind of past this whole vaccine thing. And I didn't even know this was still going on. There was still a freedom convoy. Haven't talked about that in a while here, like a month. But yeah, so these guys getting their Bitcoin seized. Hope they figured that out. It says the Canadian government has said it wants to give all of the donated Bitcoin from the truckers to Ottawa residents who were in the areas when these protests took place. So you're going to seize it from the truckers and give it to Ottawa residents? Don't really see how that makes sense, but I guess because they're the ones being inconvenienced. And I guess that's better than seizing it for the government itself. But yeah, this whole situation is pretty ridiculous to me. So I kind of feel for these truckers here. Canada just doesn't want them to succeed. So don't really think that's bullish or bearish, but just an update on the whole Freedom Convoy situation. And low-key, I'm kind of rooting for the truckers. All right, so that's enough of the crypto stuff. Let's get to last article here. This is about what happened in the Fed today. In Canada, they do because the government doesn't want to let up on the mandates. Yeah, that guy Trudeau is pretty set on keeping the mandates. But I just think the whole situation is pretty absurd. Okay, so last article here. Federal Reserve approves first interest rate hike in more than 3 years, sees 6 more ahead. So the Fed approved a 0.25 percentage point rate hike, first increase since December 2018. Officials indicated an aggressive path ahead, with rate rises coming at each of the remaining 6 meetings in 2022. So that's not as bad as people thought. People thought it was going to be like 10 of them. So it looks like we're going to get 7 of them this year, which is still a lot. Members also apart expectations for economic growth this year and sharply raised their outlook for inflation. Okay. So this was the big news today. Everyone was waiting for Jay Powell to come out and say whatever he had to say. And, yeah, usually that's not good. Usually whenever he says anything, market goes down. But we had a complete reversal today. So we come out and he raised interest rates, which is usually bearish, and the market moons. So, yeah, what is going on? Like, actually, what is going on? This is pretty insane. Not complaining, though. But, yeah, so it looks like we're going to keep getting rate hikes coming up here. Which isn't necessarily bullish. But, yeah, he said, don't worry about a recession. But he also said, you know, inflation is transitory, so... You know, I don't think anyone really believes this guy. But yeah, you know, so we finally came out and talked, and market was mooning today. And at least we have some clarity moving forward as to what's going to happen. So people expect, you know, more rate hikes coming up here to combat inflation, which makes sense. Because they let that run for a while. And now they have to, like, aggressively taper to get that under control. So yeah, that was the big news today. Fed talking. And market mooning. Alright. So that's all the articles I got for today, guys. Let's get on to the TA. And let's look at Bitcoin and VION real quick. Because you guys wanted me to. And then we'll get to the TA for the show. Powell is going to say whatever he needs to make Biden look good. I think he's going to say whatever he has to say just to not cause panic in the public. Because he did work for Trump too. I don't think it's really a partisan thing, but yeah, Powell's going to say whatever he needs to say, just to you know, keep the public under control, keep the FUD down, and whatever he has to say to keep his job. What up, Low Roller? Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you. Yesterday, I got wrecked skill game. Today, lost $40. I was down only $2. So you lost $40 or $2. Anyways, sorry to hear that, dude. Hope your luck turns around. But thanks for being here, dude. Glad you can make it.
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Alright, VION. Yeah, so this looks like it was getting wrecked because of the whole conflict. Double gap down. Today had a big day, 25%. So, yeah, like you said, Machete, depending on what happens with Russia and Ukraine, this may go back up. But chart-wise, it does look pretty bullish. You know, it looks like it bottomed out, holding strong support at like 34-ish, 35. Low RSI, 32 RSI. Big cup here, double gap down, so that looks bullish. Although it did gap up today. Did gap up at like 38, so maybe I'll pull back, but I probably wouldn't go for it right now because I'm still not convinced that everything is okay. But this does appear to be catching support, and if this does reverse, you know, that's some big tendies. And then let's look at Bitcoin real quick. Alright, so you know what? Actually, the chart looks pretty bullish here. Getting some consolidation. I'm not going to draw the line. Why does I keep lagging? Anyway. Yeah, so I'm not going to draw the line, but this is consolidating. It looks like a symmetrical triangle here. Consolidating between, looks like 42,500-ish. And like 37,500. So this may want to break out pretty soon. And then there's also the cup and handle. So the chart does look bullish to me. Looks like it's consolidating right now and due for a breakout, hopefully. So Bitcoin chart does look pretty bullish. Today I start with $5. Walked 3 hours looking for a free bonus, made $12 and gamble $450 bus pass. So did you take the bus or you walked? Found free bonus skill game, won $32, turned $5 into 32. I'm eating Whopper melt today at Burger King Wi-Fi. Alright, well. Yeah, I'm not sure if you said you lost money. So you won money today, it sounds like. Awesome, dude. Glad for you. Congrats. And yeah, thanks for being here. You're real loyal. You know, always on the bus at McDonald's, at some fast food, still watching the show, so appreciate you, man.
You loyal. I appreciate you.
Yeah, appreciate everyone. Let me just check YouTube real quick. We got 10 viewers and 12 likes, so thank you guys. Please smash like button if you haven't yet. And let's get on with the show. Let's get to the TA today. All right. So today we're going to do, fair warning ahead of time, this may take a little bit because we are going to analyze 4 stocks today. So this may take, longer than usual, but we're going to do MULN, Mullen Automotive, HYMC, Hycroft Mining. Those have been hot the past 2 days, past couple of days. Well, Hycroft has been hot the past couple of days. MULN has been hot for like 3 weeks now. Then we're going to do Alibaba and NIO. Because China's going up. Those stocks are made top 10. All these stocks made top 10. So, yeah, so this may take a little bit longer than usual. But I'll get through this as quick as possible. Don't want to bore you guys too much. And then we'll get to the Yolos. I turned $5 to $12. Then they took the bus to $450 to look more skill game location. It's like a treasure hunt. My problem, I get greedy and lost money faster. Well, that's gambling for you. I mean, it's not straight up gambling because there is a chance to win if you do it right. So it's smarter gambling, like the show. But yeah, you got to know your limits, dude. All right, let's do it. Let me take a good drink and we'll get started here. Let me just make sure there's no news. I don't think there was, though. Nope, no news. All right. So here is MULN Mullen Automotive. This finishes at $1.75 today. That is up 9.38%. We'll give that to J Powell. Why not? So we've been discussing this stock for almost 3 weeks now, every single day. And I wasn't going to talk about this stock today because the price action, because it didn't have that much price action. But towards power hour, this really mooned. So it does finish up over 9%. Did have some major price action, so we will discuss it once again today. So no specific news to justify this price action today. It just seems like social media sentiment's still really strong, and the overall market did do really well today. So Ape's still in here. Ape's still pushing the stock up. A lot of apes like the stock.
We like the stock.
All right, let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, there's a gap down at 1190. So that's a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 1190 to fill that gap. It may take a while. That's going to be a long-term play, but eventually it should. And then there's one here. Where is it? What is wrong with this chart? There we go. I was like, what's wrong with this? I had the wrong settings on. And then we do have a gap down at around 465. So that's another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 465 to fill this gap. Again, may take a little while, but eventually it should. What up, One Ray? Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. Please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. And here comes the ambulances. Okay. Alright, give me a second, guys. I'm going to mute. My apologies. Alright, my bad, guys. Alright, back to this. And then this does appear to be a huge cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being the low of 52 cents. And there can be multiple possible tops. It could be 190. And if it is 190, that would be a bearish indicator because the cup would have already topped out. But it can also be above 190, and if it is above 190, then that'd be a bullish indicator. So it can also be It can also be 380. $585, $740, $815, $9, $10.85, $11.65, or even the high of $15.90. Although I do think the most realistic tops would be 190 or 380. So it appears like in the long term, that's a bullish indicator. But in the short term, it may be a bearish indicator. So cup and handle that could be bullish or bearish depending on where the top is. And then we do have a double gap up. First gap up at 62 cents. So that'd be a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 62 cents to fill this gap. Looks pretty unlikely at this point, but still possible. So be aware of that, guys. And then we do have another gap up at 150. So another bearish indicator there. That is telling us that the stock may pull back down to 150 to fill this gap. And I do think that one is a lot more realistic. It actually almost hit that today. This was at 153. 152. This was at 152. So almost filled the gap, but not quite. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 189 and 170. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 190, 223, 257, 272, 291, 322, 341, and then 360. Well, the 380. 360, 380, 395, and then 409. There is support, there is resistance above 409, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 170, 136, 113, 98 cents, 75 cents, 60 cents, and then the low of 52 cents. 52 is the all-time low, so no support below that. So right now at this current price, 175. The channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 272 to the upside, it's damn honking outside. However, if/when this breaks 272 to the upside, not even, my bad. 257. However, if/when this breaks 257 to the upside, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action. If/when this breaks 257. And then to the downside, if/when this breaks 136, the channel starts to narrow. So expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks 136. RSI is currently at 53, so pretty average there. A little bit above average. So according to the RSI, this current price of 175 is around fair market value. Maybe it should be a little bit lower. And this did 142 million in volume today. Very significant volume. Although it has been pulling back the past few days. But way above average, so this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. And this is going to be more or less the same from what I've been saying, from what I said yesterday. So it appears like long-term, this is a really good stock. A lot of strong bullish indicators. Double gap down, huge cup and handle. But short term, I am pretty concerned with these gap ups, especially the one at 150. And this does appear like it is losing momentum. The mentions on StockTwits have been going down, so losing social media sentiment, and just the overall volume has been decreasing the past couple of days. It was at 535 million 2 days ago, and now we're getting 140 million. So very significant pullback in volume. So it does appear like the momentum is cooling off here, which would be bearish. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, 175 appears to be a pretty decent entry. It's not terrible. It's not great either. It's really average. So you can't go too wrong buying in here at 175 if you're in it for the long term. Again, a lot of bullish indicators, a lot of upside potential long term. This should come back up to 1190 at some point to fill that gap. So that's over a 1000% upside. A lot of growth here. That being said, due to the gap ups and this losing momentum in the volume and social media sentiment, I do think this will pull back down to at least 150, possibly even lower. This may even go back down to 62 cents to fill that gap, but I think that's pretty unlikely. So I have no problems with you guys going long at 175, but I do think if you're a little patient, you should be able to get this back at 150. And possibly even lower. So I can't support going long at 175. Although personally, I'd probably wait until 150. You should be able to get a better price if you're a little patient here. And if it pulls back below 150, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice. Let's do some math there. 15%. That's a decent play. Again, not terrible, but not the greatest. Because again, I do think this will pull back down to 150 to fill the gap. And from this current price of 175, that would be about a 15% downside. So there's decent money to be made here. And I don't think it's too risky because it does appear like the squeezing stuff is over. The volatility should go down. So I would say going short here would be a medium risk, medium reward play. Nothing too special about the short play here. You should be able to make 15%. But there is still risk involved. There are way better short plays out there in the market, but this one's not terrible. So I can't support going short at 175 and higher. Again, not the greatest play, but you should be able to make about 15% here if you go short. And I would say just cover at 150 once this fills the gap. But personally, I probably wouldn't even bother. I probably wouldn't even bother because apes still like this stock. You never know. If for whatever reason this does keep mooning to the upside, you can't end up losing money here. I don't think it's going to squeeze anymore or anything, though. I think for the most part, the stock is going to start stabilizing pretty soon. So I can't support it. So I can't support going short here, although I don't think it's the greatest play. So if you want to do that, guys, please do that at your own risk. And this is going up in the aftermarket. Interesting. And in the aftermarket, this is currently at... This damn truck. And in the aftermarket here, this is going up to 182. So that would be a bullish indicator for tomorrow. If this holds, that would suggest that this will keep running to the upside tomorrow. So pretty straightforward here, guys. Long term looks like a good play. A lot of upside potential. This is a good stock to diamond hands. But short term, I do think this is due for a little bit of a pullback. We have some bearish indicators in the gap ups, and this does appear like it's losing momentum. So I do expect some healthy pullback. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is MULN Mullen Automotive. Actually, this is kind of consolidating too. Let me draw. Now let me actually draw a quick triangle here. And this does appear to be a symmetrical triangle forming. This right now, this looks like it's consolidating between 230 and 110. So it appears like there's still more consolidation to go. But once that finishes consolidating, this should break out to the upside. So another bullish indicator there. All right. So yeah, there's MULN. Go in now, sell covered calls. That is a good strategy. Yeah, not fine. And the IV is pretty high still, 500, 400%. So that is a good strategy, but we're gonna keep it pretty simple here. All right, next one, HYMC. Here comes another ambulance. Not sure why there's so much stuff going on outside today. A lot of sirens and honking and stuff like that. It's pissing me off. But let me just make sure there's no news here, and we'll do HYMC. All right. So here is HYMC, Hycroft Mining Holding Corp. This finishes at $1.37 today. That is down 9.87%.
And it's gone.
Try that again.
And it's gone.
There we go. So we've been discussing this stock the past few days. This initially squeezed for really no reason. Started pulling back, and then yesterday we got some major news that AMC bought a major stake in this company. Had some major price action again yesterday. I predicted it would probably pull back, and today it's down about 10%. So this was trending top 10 on StockTwits today, so we will analyze it once again. But yeah, no company-specific news to justify this price action today. Just seems like some healthy pullback. People taking profits and shorts coming in here. So let's go ahead and analyze. So first of all, there's a gap down at 680. So that would be a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 680 to fill this gap. May take a while, but eventually it should. And this does appear to be a huge cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 28 cents. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 270, which if it is 270, that would be a bearish indicator because the cup would have already topped out. But if it's above 270, that'd be a bullish indicator. So it can also be $3, $3.35. $3.95, $4.20, nice. $6.45, or even the high of $7.50. So that can be bullish or bearish depending on where the top is. Long term, it looks like a bullish indicator. In the short term, that might be bullish though, because like I said, this may have already topped out at 270. And then we do have a gap up at 40 cents. So that's a bearish indicator. That is suggesting that the stock should come back down to 40 cents to fill that gap. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. Okay. I guess we can draw another one here. All right. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 139 and 130. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 139, 150, 160, 171, 182, 197, 209, 219, 230, 245, 259, 269, 281, 298, and then 309. There is resistance above 309, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 130, 113, 99 cents, 82 cents, 75 cents, 65 cents, 58 cents, 51 cents, 43 cents, 36 cents, and then 28 cents. 28 is the all-time low, so no support below that. So right now at this current price, 137. The channels to the upside and the downside are pretty decently sized, so expect a regular amount of price action, either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 82 cents to the downside, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action. If/when this breaks 82 cents. RSI is currently at 63, so a little above average there. So according to the RSI, this current price of 137 should be a little bit lower. And this did 86 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Way above average, so the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. And that is a major pullback in volume from yesterday. Yesterday this had like 330 million in volume. So it appears like the momentum is cooling off pretty fast here. Alright guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. And this is more or less the same from yesterday. So long term, this does appear to be a good stock to own. Again, we have bullish indicators in the gap down and cup and handle. But in the short term, I do believe this is going to pull back pretty significantly. I think this squeezed initially because this was a low float stock, and I do think there was some insider trading going on. Somebody had to know that AMC was going to buy a stake in this. And then it pumped on that ape news. And had a lot of volume, had a lot of momentum. And now this finally is starting to cool off. And now the momentum is finally starting to cool off. And we have a pretty big gap at 40 cents. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend it just yet. Like I said, in the short term, I do think this will pull back pretty significantly down to 40 cents to fill the gap. I think if you were to buy in here at 137, that would be trying to catch a falling knife. And you're probably going to get hurt pretty bad. So I don't like the entry of 137. If you're a bit patient here, this should keep pulling back. And eventually it should come back down to 40 cents to fill the gap. And I think 40 cents would be an excellent entry. So I would support going along at 40 cents and lower. If it pulls back below 40 cents, then you can just average down at 36 and 28. Now, if you want to go short now, financial advice, this does appear to be a pretty excellent shorting opportunity to me. You already missed some pretty fat tendies. You missed the top, but even at this current price, 137, that would be 30%, 70%. That would still be about a 70% downside here to 40 cents. So a lot of downside potential, a lot of money to be made here on the downside. And I really don't think it's that risky. Because it does appear like the squeeze is over. So this really shouldn't be too volatile anymore. So I would say going short here would be a low risk, high reward play. A lot of money to be made here. On the downside, momentum is cooling off, and this should pull back pretty significantly in the short term. So I can't support going short at 137 and higher. And I would say cover at 40 cents, and this should be a relatively easy 70% gain. So pretty straightforward here, guys. Recently, the stock squeezed. Looks like it's pulling back now, and still has a long way to go to the downside. So longer term, it does appear to be a good stock to hold. But I do think this will pull back down to 40 cents in the short term, so I wouldn't go long here at this price. I'd wait till 40 cents, and this does appear to be a pretty good shorting and this does appear to be an excellent shorting opportunity. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is HYMC, Hycroft Mining Holding Corp. Alright guys, we got two more. I feel like I'm talking a lot, so my apologies. Gonna try to get through this as quick as possible. But yeah, we got Alibaba and NIO left. So let's do it. So here is BABA, Alibaba Group. This finishes at $105 today. That is up 36.76%. So no company-specific news to justify this price action today, although we did have some general Chinese news. China did come out and say that they did want to support their economy. So Chinese stocks have been selling off very significantly in the past 2 years. They were cracking down on a lot of companies. So the sell-off was state-controlled, and it appears now that the state is done cracking down, and now they want to pump it. So that was really bullish news. All Chinese stocks mooning today. So Chinese stocks may have bottomed out. Can't say for sure yet, but this is really bullish, and this may be the bottom. All right, let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we do have a lot of gap downs. Too many to count, really. We see here on the graph there's gaps all over the place. But the highest gap down is at 246. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 246 to fill that gap. And there are many other gap downs along the way there that need to be filled. And then this does appear to be a huge cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup appears to be $73, which was the low today, 3-year low. Which was a 3-year low set very recently. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 130, 140, 172, 180, 200, 200, 215, 230, 246, 259, 275, or even the high of 320. Let's see here. Although I do think the most realistic tops would be around 130. Or around 170 or 180. So that's another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually run back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And then today we do have a gap up at around $81. So that would be a bearish indicator that is telling us that the stock may pull back down to $81 to fill that gap. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. All right, there's a lot of support here, so. So right now this is sitting on the support of So right now this is sitting on the support of 104, which it finished the round today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 109, 113, 116, 118, 121, hold up here. Yeah, 121. Too close together. Hold up. Let's keep doing this. $121, $123, $126, $129, $131, $136, $140, $145, $149, and then $151. There is resistance above 151, my bad. 149 and then 151. There is resistance above 151, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 101, 100, 95, 91, 86, 81, 78, and then the low of 74. 74 is the 3-year low, so I don't have any support on the chart here below that. So right now at this current price, 105, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 113 to the upside, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks 113. RSI is currently at 50, so that is extremely average. So according to the RSI, this current price of 105 is at fair market value. And this did 159 million in volume today. Very significant volume. Biggest volume day of the year. Way above average. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So, like I said, this whole Chinese sell-off was because of the government. And now the government appears to... And now the government has... They were trying to crack down on a lot of companies. And now it appears like the government has changed their stance. And they want to pump it. So can't confirm anything just yet, but China may have bottomed out. So long term, this is obviously a good buy. It is Alibaba. It's a legit company, the Chinese Amazon. And we do have strong bullish indicators in the gap downs and the cup and handle. So you really can't go too wrong buying in at 105. Especially if you're holding for the long term. Which honestly you should. I don't really think you should swing trade or day trade a blue chip stock like this. But in the short term, this may pull back down to 81 to fill the gap that was created today. So I can't support going long at 105. Again, really can't go too wrong buying in here. But this may pull back down to 81 cents. So if you want a really good price, maybe you should hold off and set your buy orders to 81 cents. I mean, $81. And I think that would be a really excellent entry. But I can't support going long at 105 and lower. And if it pulls back below 105, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, it's not necessarily a bad play. Personally, I wouldn't go for it. I don't think shorting a blue chip value stock like Alibaba is the greatest idea, although it would have worked. Although it has been working this whole time. But again, this may pull back down to $81. And that is some pretty decent money to the downside. Do some math here. So from the current price of 105 down to 81, that would be about a 25% downside. So some pretty decent money to be made on the downside here. I would say going short here would be a medium risk, medium reward play. Pretty good money to the downside. But there is risk involved. Not crazy risk, but if the government decides to keep pumping this, it may not go back down there, but this shouldn't squeeze or anything, so risk isn't too bad. But yeah, seems like a pretty decent play. Personally, I wouldn't go for it. I think there are better short plays out there in the market. But it does seem like a pretty decent play, so I can't support going short at 105 and higher. And I would say, please cover at 81 once this fills the gap. This is definitely not a stock you want to be holding for that long on the short side. Get in, get your money, get out. So yeah, pretty straightforward here, guys. Hopefully, this is the bottom for Chinese stocks. Long term, definitely a good play. But in the short term, this may pull back down to 81. So be aware of that, guys. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is BABA Alibaba Group. Alright, feel like I'm talking way too much. But we got one more to go, guys. Let me just check YouTube. I think most people dipped, because that's usually how it goes. Oh, we still got 6 viewers and 15 likes. Alright, so appreciate you guys who are still here. I thought everyone pretty much left. There's no chat anymore. But usually that's how it goes. You know, people stay in the beginning for the news and all that stuff, and then during the TA, that's the boring part, people dip. So wasn't expecting so many people to still be here. So appreciate everyone. You guys are the real ones. Real loyal.
You loyal. I appreciate you.
So we got one more to go here in NIO. And boring part will be over, and then we'll get to the Yolos, which is the fun part. So bear with me, guys. Let me just finish up here. Try to get through this as quick as possible. Then we'll get on to the Yolos and finish the show. And we've been going hour 45 minutes here. So yeah, I said probably 2 hours to 2.5 hours. Looks like we're going to finish maybe at 6:15, 6:30-ish. Here waiting on NIO TA. Alright, thanks for sticking around, Jason. We're going to get to that right now. Alright, so last one, guys. So here is NIO, NIO. This finishes at $18.75 today. That is up 25.59%. So here's another Chinese stock that was mooning today. No company-specific news to justify this price action. But again, all Chinese stocks are were mooning today due to the government coming out and saying that they're going to try to boost the economy. So this has pulled back pretty significantly since the high of $55. Can't confirm just yet, but this may have bottomed out at 13, hopefully. But yeah, let's go ahead and analyze here. And it's going to be more of the same from Alibaba. These Chinese stocks are really trading the same. Well, have the same patterns. So first of all, we do have a gap down at $27. So that's a bullish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back up, should come back up to $27 eventually to fill this gap. And then we do have a huge cup and handle in the making here. Bottom of the cup is 13, hopefully. And there can be multiple possible tops. It can be 2360, 2655, 3165, 3545, 4155, 4405, 4585, 5125, or even the high of 5515. But those are all bullish indicators. That is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. So long term, looks really bullish. And today, there was a gap up at 1535. So that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 1535 to fill this gap. And in the aftermarket, this is up to 1910. So that would be a bullish indicator. If this holds, that would suggest that tomorrow the stock will run to the upside as well. Okay. Avenge this, 97. Mullen moving after hours. What's up with Mullen? 183. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see where this finishes at 8 o'clock. But if this holds, then that'd be a bullish indicator. You know, then it's probably going to keep running to the upside tomorrow as well. All right. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. Let's zoom in a little here. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 1905 and 1845. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 1905, 2020, 2105, 2180, 2235, 2295, 2360, 2415, 2480, 2535. I guess we'll go to 30 here. 2585. Did I already say that? 2535, 2585, 2655, 2730, 2780, 2825, 2875, 2940, 2995, and then 3065. There is resistance above 3065, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 1845, 1770, $16, 1435. How low should we go here? Alright, we'll stop there. Alright, what was I? 1435, 1270, 1105, and then 955. There is support below 955, but we're not going to discuss that right now. Oh, I forgot. Forgot to mention. And there is a gap up at 955, and that would be a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 955 to fill that gap. At this point, it does look unlikely, but possible. So keep that in mind, guys. So right now, its current price, 1875. The channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 2180 to the upside, the channel starts to narrow, so we'll expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks 2180. RSI is currently at 45, so pretty average there, a little bit below average. So according to the RSI, the current price of 1875 should be a little bit higher. And this did 167 million in volume today. Very significant volume, way above average. I believe this is the biggest volume day of the year. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice, and this is more or less the same from Alibaba and all the other Chinese stocks. So, long term, this is definitely a good buy. NIO is a legit company, one of the biggest Chinese EV makers. This has already been beat down very hard from the high of 55. And hopefully this bottomed out at 13, because China did say that they're going to start, they're focusing on economic growth now. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, 1875 appears to be a pretty good entry. Really can't go too wrong buying in here if you're in it for the long term. Again, we have the gap down, big cup and handle, so very strong upside potential here in the long term. So 1875 does appear to be a pretty good entry. That being said, there is the gap created today. At what I say, at 15. At around 1530. So this may pull back down to 1530 in the short term. So I can't support going long at 1875. Really good, pretty good entry already. But if you're a little patient, you may be able to get this back at 1530, where the gap is. So I would support going long at 1875 and lower. And if it pulls back below 1875, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. So yeah, 1875 already pretty good entry, but you may be able to get an excellent entry at 1530 if you're a little patient here. But really can't go too wrong buying in at 1875. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, personally, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I wouldn't really short a blue chip value stock like this. Again, long term, a lot of upside potential. But again, in the short term, this may pull back down. This may pull back down to 1530. And let's do the math on that. And from the current price of 1875, that would be around a 20% downside. So pretty decent money to be made on the downside here. So personally, I wouldn't go for it. There are way better short plays out there in the market, but it's not necessarily a terrible play. It's pretty decent. I would say going short here would be a medium risk, medium reward play. Decent money to be made on the downside and not too much upside risk and not too much risk. Because this really shouldn't go squeezing or anything. So I wouldn't go for it, but I can support going short at 1875 and higher. And I would say please just cover at 1530 where the gap is. Again, this is not really one you want to hold for that long on the short side. You want to get in, get your money, get out. So if you want to go short here, please do that at your own risk. But it seems like a pretty decent play. Okay, guys. So pretty straightforward. Pretty much the same as Alibaba. Long term, this is a great stock. Really can't go too wrong buying in at the current price. Especially if you want to hold this. But in the short term, this may pull back to fill the gap at 1530. So there is downside potential in the short term. So, congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is NIO. Alright guys, so that's all the TA for today. Took way too long. But, you know, I did say this would probably take longer than expected. But, yeah, we covered a lot here today. 4 TAs. And, yep, let's get on to the YOLOs now. Fun part. So thank you guys for sticking around. I know that was a lot of talking. Pretty boring stuff, but we got through it. And let's finish up with some good fun stuff here. YOLOs. So give me a second to pull that up. And let me just check how many people still in here. All right, wow, it went up. We're at 7 viewers, 16 likes. Wow, I did not expect that. So, yeah, like I said, usually during the TA, everyone just dips because that's the boring part where I just talk a lot. But appreciate everyone. Seriously. So, keep surprising me.
I appreciate you. You loyal.
So thank you guys for sticking around, and let's get to the YOLOs now. Give me a second to pull it up. And please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. Alright, so we have quite a few YOLOs today, like 8 of them. Alright, so we're going to let this finish loading, and we'll get started. Almost got me some NIO puts. Did someone say that in Discord? I think Zach said NIO puts. Not exactly sure. I did see someone say that. I think Zach was buying NIO puts. So, yeah, you know, we just went over the TA. Not necessarily a bad play, but just be careful. You know, as soon as you get your money, hit the sell button. That's all I would say about that. When we're still here, all right, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, you guys are the real ones. I came back just in time for the YOLOs. All right, appreciate that, dude. My YOLO spidey senses were tingling. Yeah, you came back exactly at the right moment. So, yeah, thank you guys. And it's buffering, huh? Machete says buff. Yeah, this is loading, so maybe buffering. I hope it didn't freeze though. Still loading here. So let's give this a second, and let me make sure YouTube is okay, and then we'll get on with the YOLOs here. Don't know why it's taking so long to load. And just make sure YouTube is okay. And I hope it's not buffering still, but I think it's okay. All right, I think we're okay. But not everyone dipped. So that's all right. So whoever's still here, appreciate you guys. All right, and now we're done loading. So good to go. Let's do it, guys. So today we have 8 YOLOs. Yeah. Today should be fun. We have 8 YOLOs. A lot of lost corn and a lot of gain corn. So should be fun. Nothing too serious. Let's do it. This first one is by Take Me Home 545. 200K to 9K. I lost all the money my grandma gave me before she got deleted. Positions in the comments. So, yeah, not exactly sure what he did here, but I guess we can take a look at that real quick. But yeah, so it looks like he inherited about 200K from his grandma. And all time, he's down over $187,000, down 98%. Yeah, too much lag.
And it's
What is up here? I don't know what's up today, guys. Sorry. Computer's not cooperating today. Or bad internet connection. Try that again.
and it's gone.
There we go. So, yeah. That's pretty unfortunate. I'm sure his grandma worked really hard for that money, saved all her life. You know, could have been set up pretty good for life. He just had to hold that, be safe, SPY or something. But, yeah, all of grandma's hard work down the drain, just like that. So, pretty sad, pretty sad. Yeah, grandma would have been pissed for sure. Let's see what he actually did here. Yeah, everyone's saying the same thing. She's doing somersaults in her grave. What did he actually do though? There's a lot of comments. Does he actually say? What's this guy's name? I'll look for it. Take me home. Alright, let's see what he actually did here. Yeah, that's pretty sad, you know? Feel bad for the grandma, not really this guy. Because she probably slaved away, you know, working hard her whole life just for her ape grandkid to blow it all. Let's see what he blew it all on. If I was that grandkid, if I was my grandkid, if that was my grandkid, I'd come back and haunt his ass. Yeah. Probably rolling in a grave. That's pretty sad. Vroom. Okay. Vroom? Is that a car company? That sounds familiar. I'm not really sure though. Wow. So this wasn't even like super FD Yolos. This is interesting. He just went all in on one stock here. Vroom. Average cost $31. $32. 3,000 shares, $32. Didn't go all in, but 75% diversity, so almost all in. And yeah, it's down to 245 now, so. Well, actually, this is only. Is there more? This is only half of it. It says he's down 87K here, so that's like half of it. I'm not sure what the other half was, but. So I guess he pretty much all-in on this growth stock. I don't think it's a meme stock, but this growth stock bought high, and now it's at a low. So this isn't even like super apish, pretty apish, but not like super FD-ish. It's like Carvana. Yeah, I think it has something to do with cars, but I'm not too familiar. Heard of it though. But okay. So I don't know why he likes the stock so much, but put a lot of money in Vroom and blew it up on shares. That's pretty impressive. So yeah, this post got a lot of attention. A lot of awards here. 3,000 comments. So take me home, 545. Thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss, dude. I really feel bad for your grandma more than anything. This was totally your fault. And at this point, I guess you can hold. And maybe it'll go back up at some point, but not looking great. Pretty unfortunate. And if you look at the graph here, he actually ran it up quite a bit. And then just loses everything in the past. On the end here. So he should have quit while he was ahead. But yeah, pretty sad. Don't feel too bad for you. But for grandma, yeah, ouch. But you know what? Seems like a pretty young guy. And it's not the end of the world. He can make his money back. But yeah, Pretty sad for Grandma. But thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss, and good luck to you. Room down 92%. The past year, his account down 92%. So maybe he did all in. But on his post there, it said he was only down 87,000. So I'm wondering where this other 100,000 came from. That's an ugly ass chart. Yeah, like I said, he ran it up quite a bit, and then he got too confident, I guess, and there it goes. All right, this one is by Suited Up. 50K GME YOLO. Hedgies are F. DRS is the way. All right, so here we got a GME ape. GME aping on margin. Not a great idea.
Bruh.
Oh. I hit that one by accident, but I guess that would make sense too. That's appropriate. So it actually looks like more than a 50K YOLO. Maybe 50K of his own money plus margin. But here, this looks like a, this is 40K. 55K. This is, yeah, almost 100K. This is like 95K. So I think he YOLO'd 50K of his own money plus margin. I think that's what happened here. So we'll just call it a 95K YOLO, and right now he's down over $40,000, almost $45,000. So, you know, at least they're shares, not FD YOLO options. But that's not really helping because it's on margin. So if it gets margin called, same thing, pretty much. Has a lot of downside potential here. So yeah, he's in at 137. Well, more than that. So he's in for like 600 shares, more than 600 shares. And we'll just call the average around like 150. So yeah, big position in GME here. Don't do this, guys. This is ridiculous. Don't go all in margin on a meme stock. And yeah, right now he's down. He's pretty much down what he put in. He put in 50K on margin. So he's in pretty big trouble here. Pretty big trouble. But he seems pretty confident, huh? Hedgies are F. So, hey, typical ape stuff. Typical Wall Street bet stuff. Hope it works out for this guy, but not looking great. So we'll see how it goes. Hope it works out. So, Suited Up. Thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss. I don't feel too bad because this is pretty stupid, pretty ridiculous. Don't do this, guys. Don't all in margin. Don't even margin a meme stock. And, you know, I'm rooting for you. Hope it works out, but not looking great. So, sorry for your loss. And please post updates. Good luck to you. What up, Marvin? Thanks for being here, dude. Nice to see you again. Don't think you were here yesterday. And glad you could stop in at the end of the show today. But, you know, do your thing, dude. Get that money. But yeah, glad you could stop in at the end of the show here, dude. Appreciate you.
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
All right. Next one. This one's by... I don't even really want to say it. Whatever. Puta Putins. Because I'm pretty sure that's a bad word in Spanish. But okay. So 50K to 1.3 million to 300K. Now it positions. Alright, this is pretty impressive. Let's pull up the whole image here. So it says loss. But it's not really a loss. It's more like a gain. Still a big gain, but I guess it's a loss and a gain. All right, so this guy's also in GME. He's a big GME stake. I think he went all in GME, actually. I think that's what happened. Yeah, it says he's 3,664 shares in GME. Average cost 143. No, actually his cost basis was 523,000, so he's actually down on GME here. All right. So yeah, we see, so he says 50K, started 50K, ran it up to over $1 million, 1.3 mil. This does appear like this was because of Meme Mania. Meme Mania round 1 and round 2. Looks like he's stacked. So I think he went FD options or something here. Stacked it up to 1.3 mil. Was trading around 1 mil for a while, and then recently just lost it all back to 300K. So, can't say for sure, but it looks like he ran it up with FD options, memes, and then he went pretty much all in, not all in, but put a big portion of that, like half of it, into GME, and that's been bleeding down. And that's on shares, so that's pretty impressive. Sorry about the siren, guys. Gotta talk over it. So, yeah, it says loss, but it's still a gain. This is still, pretty big gain, actually, too. Like 300%, more than 300%. 500% gain still. So that's pretty impressive in 1 year. But, yeah, that sucks. Down from 1.3 mil to 300K, so he aped his way up to 1.3 mil and aped his way down to 300K. And at this point, maybe he should just stop aping. And, you know, he could have taken that 1.3 mil and just put it in SPY and be good his whole life. But nope, gotta keep aping. So, definitely belongs here. Well, that's pretty impressive. So, it's still a gain, actually. And a pretty big gain at that. So, yeah. Putins, thanks posting. Congrats on your gain. Sorry for your loss. I don't know, dude, both. But this is really impressive. So you're still at 300K. That's a lot of money. More than most people have. And yeah, at this point, maybe just chill out. You can still take that money and, you know, retire comfortably. If you just invest it right. So I guess it's a learning experience. Should have taken your money at 1K. I mean, $1 million. But alright, dude. Thanks for hosting. Sorry for your loss. Congrats on your gains. And good luck to you. Good stuff. Alright, this one is by JPX21. Look, mom, I'm a arthard. I'm a artharded? Okay, grammar. So just some general loss coin here. In the past year, he's down $30,000, which is 98%.
And it's gone.
Why does this keep lagging? My apologies, dude. I don't know why. Is it the internet or the computer?
And it's gone.
There we go. Don't know why computer's not cooperating today. But yeah. So 30K loss in the past year. This has to be either from FD Yolos or all-in margin. One of them. Either way, not smart. So yeah, definitely belongs here. Down 30K in the past year. So yeah, JPX21, thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss, dude. Not the worst thing in the world, 30K, but yeah, definitely belong here. So good luck to you. Alright, so this is by Kitten Picks. Am I doing this right? And we have a potato camera here. Don't know why he just should have screenshotted, but okay. So he's doing his taxes. That is coming up. Tax time is in 1 month. So that's not going to be fun. But yeah, he has 25K in capital losses this year. So am I doing this right? Yeah, dude. Definitely belong here. Definitely an ape. And you do have, what, 8 years? 8 years of tax write-offs now. Awesome. Very impressive. So are you doing this right? Yes, if you belong in this forum, but no. But yeah, great loss cord. 25K down this year. We can get a nice dinner for 600, or I can get one more YOLO. Or you can get one more YOLO and you can get a nice dinner at Wendy's. That works too. Alright, so now we got some gain cord. Enough of the loss cord. Let's look at some gain cord here. Oops. 8 years of write-offs. Yeah. That's still better than Trump. Trump is like 30 years of write-offs. When is the last day to do taxes? April 15th. So, yeah, literally like 1 month away. Pretty sure it's 3K a year? Yeah, it is 3K a year. So this is by Mind's Desire. With the recent posts about GME apes losing it all and not knowing when to quit while ahead, I just wanted to show that some of us do take the W and walk. So this is a smart ape here. So yeah, started with 70K, 68K. Should have started with 69K, but 68K. And looks like he ran it up in January when GME happened. So we ran it up from 68K to 1.3 mil. Over 1.5 mil at one point. And yeah, he hit the sell button. So this is how you do it. I mean, I don't even think you guys should, like, gamble like that. But, yeah. He cashed out. He hit the sell button. No diamond hands with this guy. So, if you do decide to go total ape mode, and you run it up like that, hit the sell button. At least sell something. Because, yeah, a lot of apes... Well, the problem is a lot of apes got in too late. That's what they did. And they're diamond handing it to the bottom. But a lot of apes got in early and just diamond handed it way back down and lost all their money. But yeah, here's a smart ape here. Ran it up and hit the sell button. Turned 68K to 1.3 mil. Congrats. So here's a good example of what you should do, but not typical. This is a one-of-a-kind ape. So Mind's Desire, thanks for posting. Congrats to you, dude. Glad you hit the sell button. And yeah, with 1.3 mil, you can just safely invest that your whole life and be okay. So, awesome. Thanks for posting. Congrats and good luck to you. Alright, this is by Guns and Pumpkins. My first gain ever, 600 in and cashed out 31K. 8K in taxes. Yeah, that has to hurt in taxes, but this is quite the impressive gain here. So this is in euros. This is in German. I think this is in German. So I don't even know what he bought. $120 call for Rheinmetall options. Alright, so this is options. I don't know what Rheinmetall is, but alright. Yeah, what company is that? Anyway, so $120 call. And yeah, here's the graph. He said he put 600 in. And ran it up to 31K. Where's the expiry date? Doesn't even say. So that is a massive, massive gain there. Very, very impressive. That's like a 4,000%, yeah, 5,000% gain you see here. Wow. So honestly, seems more like luck than anything. But he hit the sell button. Or maybe it just expired. But yeah, ran it up 5,000%. Very impressive. And yeah, that is a massive gain. Very impressive. So yeah, 8K in taxes. That hurts a lot. But hey, 31K gain, can't complain. But you know, Uncle Sam wants his cut. It's not even Uncle Sam, because this guy's German. Yeah, I think he pays more in taxes because he lives in Europe and they pay more taxes and stuff. But yeah, can't complain. Very impressive. So, Guns and Pumpkins next posting. Congrats to you. Very impressive. And good luck. Alright, last one by Hickey Ben. Turned 83 cents into 1,440 in one day. The 1,440 will be gone by the end of next week. Alright. So, this looks like SPY calls. Not exactly sure, but I think that's what this is. Can you even get SPY calls for 83 cents? What did he buy with 83 cents? Alright, whatever. So yeah, we see here, well, he said it himself. Ran 83 cents to 1,440 in one day. So, maybe he bought the bottom. And, you know, money-wise, this isn't that crazy. But yeah, 83 cents total YOLO. And ran it up pretty hard here. This is about like a 2,000% gain. But yeah, pretty impressive, pretty impressive. So yeah, total degen gamble here. Lotto tickets. He knows it, and he even admits that he's probably going to be gone by next week, because he's probably just going to YOLO it again. So I don't even know what you can buy for 83 cents. But this is one of the more impressive gains. And maybe he shouldn't YOLO it again. But, you know, this is an ape. And at least he acknowledges that. 0 days, I do it all the time. That is true. You buy something that's going to expire. Has a very low delta, very low chance of working. And he probably caught the bottom here and ran it up. And finished with a fat gain. So, yeah, money-wise, not the biggest in the world, but this is pretty impressive gain-wise, percentage-wise. So, Hickey Ben, thanks for posting. Congrats to you, dude. Pretty insane. Straight up luck. We all know it. And, yeah, maybe you should chill with that 1,400. But he knows he's an ape. He knows he's a degen gambler. So, we'll see what happens. But, impressive gain here. So, thanks, dude. Good luck to you. Thanks for posting. 83 cents, thought it was $83. Yeah, exactly. 83 cents. I'm like, what the hell are you buying with 83 cents? But it says SPY calls. So maybe like a super out of the money SPY call. Yeah, I don't think you can buy anything for less than $1. That's what I was thinking. What the hell did he actually buy here? Hey, whatever. Glad for this guy. Alright, guys. So, that is the show for today. Probably paid $83. It shows us as 83 cents in option chain. Yeah, maybe that's it. 83 cents times 100. That's probably what it was. I really don't know, though. I don't know why the show is lagging so hard today. I don't think it's my computer. Maybe it's the internet. Or the camera or something, but... not getting too many frames today. But yeah, that's the show for today, guys. So, pretty good show. Honestly, I think it could have been better. But, you know, we just had lots of cover today, and it just got pretty boring at one point. And, but we did get through a lot of content, a lot of important stuff, a lot of articles, a lot of TA, and YOLOs were fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed. Thank you guys for coming today. A lot of, you know, familiar faces, a lot of regulars, and good amount of new people too. So, yeah, pretty good show. And we are growing here every single day. Last time I checked, we were at 684. So, yeah, I'm going to pump out these videos tonight. That's probably going to take a while. That's a lot of content to get through, but I'll start working on that. And, Yeah, that's all I got for today, guys. So anything else before we get out of here? Questions, comments, concerns, charts, anything? Put them in the chat right now. Otherwise, we'll get out of here. We'll see you, Cat, next time. All right, peace out, Marvin. Glad you could stop by. Stop running all those prawn torrents. No, I don't even do that. But that's pretty funny, dude. Yeah, I don't know why. Something maybe it's Thinkorswim. That's been giving me a lot of lag lately. Yeah, I don't really know why it's not getting frames here though. All right, going once. Going twice. May just have to record this again later. The outro here. All right, looks like it's actually pretty good now. Need some Rainbow Bear action the rest of the week. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But I don't know. I kind of predict it's going to keep consolidating between 420 and 440, like you said, 1010. Got puts that ain't safe. That ain't happy. Stay safe, y'all. All right, so that's why you want Rainbow Bear action. You got puts. All right, good luck to you, dude. Hey, thank you guys for joining today. That's the show. So let's get out of here. Thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. When's the last time you restarted your computer? Maybe a couple days ago. I don't restart it much, to be honest, but I should do that. Maybe there's an update installing or something, that's why. Yeah, I'll figure it out. It was working for a second there, and now it's lagging again. I don't even care. I'll figure it out later. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. Oh, Winray is still here. All right, peace out, dude. Yeah, thank you guys for sticking around. Really appreciate it. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out.